Software maker Sybase announced they shut down some offices and sent workers home as a precaution, just to avoid a virus. Oh, great, you mutter as you roll your eyes. What did Sybase fear they might get hit with this time, Rob? A variant of Melissa? A variant of I Love You? Did they fear the network might get swamped by Avril Lavigne's virus? Maybe that Mel hacker idiot threatened to unleash his Boolean vengeance? Actually, no. Sybase told Beijing and Hong Kong employees to stay home as a precaution against the SARS virus. You know, the bug now sweeping through Pan-Asia's sneaker net. This all-too-human virus kills millions, thousands, hundreds people every day. Unlike a precautionary disconnect where you shut down your office because you think a virus might shut down your office, Sybase CEO John Chen merely brought telecommunism to China's worker class. At least for a while, anyway. No doubt the bourgeoisie system administrators will view it as a threat to their privileged status. Wait a minute. Do system administrators even exist in China? Seems to me they'd disappear as part of the destruction of class identification. But hey, let's not get tied up in an ideological debate. I can most accurately describe Chen's decision as the inverse of a cyber attack. Sybase employees don't work properly, but their computers run just fine. According to a Reuters newswire, employees are still getting some work done from home, Chen said, but the offices remain shut, and he did not say when they might reopen. A company representative later said Sybase had sales, professional services, and education staff in China, and that most can do their work from home or by telephone. Page 2. I love irony, you know. I called the big 3 antivirus firms to see if they ironically sent their own employees home as a precaution against a virus. Trend Micro and Network Associates confirm they've closed no offices at this point, as it's April when I'm cutting this audio track. So, there, you see? No, we'll get through this. I'm waving at my producer. We will get through this. One take, okay? One take. Oh, no, one take. Antivirus firms. Voices in my head telling me to go to take 2. No, this is too ironic. I'm hurting already. Oh, I love my job. I love irony. Okay. There, you see? Sybase could learn a lesson here. Antivirus firms. This is my favorite sentence in this column. Hang on. There, you see? Sybase could learn a lesson here. Antivirus firms will brave the threat of deadly pathogens just to protect your PC from deadly pathogens. I'm hurting. Oh, man. Yeah, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm sure. In all seriousness, Network Associates and Trend Micro hasten to add they do care for their employees. Their HR teams provide a travel advisory to anyone who takes an oceanic flight on company time. Oh, wait a minute, Rob. You said the big 3 antivirus firms. What about Semantic? Ah, good. You can count. I don't know if Symantec shuttered any offices in Asia. If a Symantec employee tries to transfer your call to the PR office, you'll wind up speaking to a very annoyed person 350 miles away at Sony Music Entertainment Incorporated. I kid you not. We've been getting their calls a lot recently, the Sony employee told me. Say what? Forget the SARS virus. Zealot cyber terrorists took over our critical telecommunications infrastructure. Symantec was holding out for a hero, so yeah, I grabbed the bull by the horns. It took less than 2 minutes to hack into California's regional phone system, where I uncovered a diabolical Al-Qaeda plot to annoy Sony. Then I went to great lengths to set everything right. Or tried to, anyway. California's 911 service looked a little screwy when I logged out, but I do know you'll get Symantec if you call Symantec. No need to thank me. I do a lot of charity work for the helpless. SARS, right. So, where was I? Page 3. Okay, let's get serious. The same Reuters newswire I quoted earlier also offered this tidbit. Alice Young, a Chinese-American business lawyer, said SARS could devastate U.S.-China trade for a period. The tourism and airline industries will see a big impact. Young's comments parallel what others in North America say re the worldwide impact of a human virus like AIDS or SARS. A big impact sounds reasonable, at least to North Americans. Only the tabloids will quote a wild-eyed fearmonger who screams about a global socio-economic meltdown. The rest of the media, the mainstream media, knows we always seem to tough these things out. Ironically, though, the mainstream media will lavish its attention on any wild-eyed fearmonger who screams about a digital global socioeconomic meltdown. Case in point, reporters don't care about SARS' impact on Pan-Asian economies. They want to quote experts who ironically insist a computer virus may be sufficient to take down whole economies. And by the way, that is an exact quote in context from a very respected member of the antivirus community. Reporters don't care about SARS' impact on air travel. They want to quote experts who ironically fear the airline industry might collapse if the internet goes down for 20 minutes. And that is another exact quote from a different member of the antivirus community. Very respected member, I might add. Reporters don't care about SARS' impact on tourism. They want to quote experts who ironically claim the Las Vegas Strip might blow away like a tumbleweed if an Al-Qaeda cyber terrorist takes down the national electric power grid. So what if SARS moves fast and kills people? That's pestilence, the media says. We buried that on page 7b along with some tripe about war, famine, and death. We like to reserve the front page for stories about a delusional narcissistic hacker in Kuala Lumpur who declared war against the United States. Page 4. Serious events crop up all the time in both the digital world and the real world. So why won't the mainstream media cover a computer virus like they cover the SARS virus? They love to quote people who make a terrorist's infected laptop sound more dangerous to the world than an infected terrorist. Perhaps the big three antivirus firms can't send workers home as a precaution against a human virus. The very fate of cybermanity rests in their hands, you know. Then again, we'll reach a low point in irony if an antivirus expert contracts SARS and dies. I'm Rob Rosenberger, and those two. 4 V-Myths. That's VMYTHS.com. Truth about computer virus hysteria. Be there or be scared.
You don't have to give me your name. I'm just curious. Now, for the record, I dialed Symantec, and for the record, you are what company?
Sony Music Entertainment Incorporated in the city of Santa Monica, California.
And Symantec is in Cupertino. And what I did was I called Symantec, and the operator whom I talked to gave me to you.
That's great.
That's Symantec for you.